Welcome back. Procedure 10, the Unplugged activity, Phishing for Information, will help students practice identifying and defining personal and private information. You will use the material 5.1, which you can find in the CryptoComics Google Drive. To prepare for this activity, you will divide your students into large groups, maybe 2 to 4 groups, and print enough of file 5.1 so each group will have a copy. Cut out the fish and put a brad pin through each of the fish's eyes. Put all the fish in a box or bin, and put the personal and private pawns next to each box. Then you will make a fishing pole by tying a string around a pencil and taping a magnet to the end of the string. Here's a picture of the finished setup. Students will take turns fishing information out of the box. They will use the fishing pole to catch one fish, read the fish aloud to their group, and decide whether it belongs in the private or personal pond. After all groups are done, you will lead a whole class discussion where you will review the definitions of private and personal to help students think through some of the trickier fish. Some of the fish in the box could go into the private or personal pond depending on your point of view, so we encourage you to discuss these differences with students. The next part of the discussion asks you to introduce the concept of phishing and phishing scams. In the next procedure, number 11, Unplugged activity, Hook That Fish, students will practice identifying clues that may help them identify phishing scams. You will need material 5.2, which is found in the CryptoComics Google Drive. To set this activity up, you will print one copy of the phishing examples and tape them around different areas of your classroom. You will then print enough phishing stickers and clue guides for each student to have a copy. The phishing stickers document can be printed on Avery template 6450 paper, which will make them into stickers. Cut them along the dotted lines, and each student will get one set of stickers. Begin the activity with a whole class discussion, reviewing the phishing clue guide each student should have. Read each phishing clue aloud and have students guess what they mean. You can then read the explanation and discuss. After everyone understands the phishing clues, students will use them to identify the clues in the scams you hung around the classroom earlier. Students will walk around the classroom and examine each scam. When they find a clue, they will stick the corresponding phishing clue in the circles around the clue. After the students are completed, end the Unplugged activity with a whole class discussion. Choose 1 or 2 messages to discuss with the whole class, and ask them what they should do if they ever receive a message like this. Then invite your students to look at their locked screen. The guide suggests you say, "Let's look at the message Jabrari got in his tablet. What phishing clues can help you know this is a phishing scam?" The answers are in italics. Please continue with procedures 12 through 14 to finish Chapter 5. This is the end of this video.